Man, recording 3 videos in a row with as much energy as I try to put into them is exhausting. So I just went and got a drink of water. And no, I'm not wearing the same set of clothes 3 days in a row. I'm recording all these videos in a row. Come on now. Are you kidding me? Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's jump into this video. Hey, what is going on, everyone? Devin up here with another video providing massive value and fire content like always. And so this is the third video I've recorded in a row. I don't think I've ever recorded this many videos back to back to back. And man, it is draining, but got to get better at it, trying to do some more webinars and whatnot, and trying to provide a lot of value for you guys in the near future, provide massive content and whatnot. So got to get good at it as is. And so if you're new to the channel, join the fam, join the gang by hit that nice looking subscribe button down below. If it's red, hit it. If it's gray, do not hit it, because then you'll unsubscribe. We don't want that to happen. Also, hit the little notification bell as well, and you will be notified whenever I upload videos like this one of this 3-part series. And so the other 2 videos, the first video I talked about what is your why. And that is the most important part. If you haven't watched that video, go back and check it out. And so the second video that I recorded was talking about cash buyers. Go check it out, and I broke it down what I would do if I was getting started. And I give you I want to say 3 different ways inside of there on how to do it. And they're awesome ways, what I've used to build up my cash buyers list quickly. And I would say it's the most important part about the process. And I break it down inside of there. And so if you notice, I kind of talked about the subject before I talked about how to do it. The reason being is because I want to explain my personal opinion on that stuff as to why I do it, because there's a lot of different ways of doing things out there in the world, and I'll just show you guys what's working. That's essentially it. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to find motivated sellers. The most essential part about a business, not the most important part, but it's definitely essential. So what would I do if I lost everything and I was trying to do a deal as fast as possible? And I'm breaking it down step by step. So I already figured out what my why is. I'm super motivated. I'm super driven. And I've already figured out my cash buyers. Maybe it's been I want to say 5 days at this point. If I really hustled and I really had a solid why, I would say I would have enough cash buyers by in 5 days. And so from there, and I've in the meantime, maybe I've worked with some sellers. I've gotten comfortable working around them. So at this point, what I would start doing is I would hit the phones hard. So what do I mean by that? What I would do is I would start calling the crap out of for sale by owners on Craigslist, and there's an FSBO website, fsbo.com. I would call the crap out of these people. I would call them, and I would not look at the details of the house. I wouldn't care if an agent's listing them. I don't care if it's a seller. I don't care if I would hope it's a seller, but I really don't care about the details. I don't even care if it's an actual house. All I care is that they're selling something and I'm talking to them. That's all that matters. I'm trying to get good at my skills, and I'm trying to talk to a lot of sellers. If you're not talking to sellers, then you're not really doing this business, and you need to always be talking to sellers, or else you don't have a pipeline, you don't have deals to work on currently. So what I would do is jump on Craigslist, FSBO, and call them. This is how I would call them, and I would say this is a little bit just from my experience and whatnot. This is basically the script that I've derived out of my experience and whatnot, so you guys can take it if you would like. I'm literally going to say it word for word. I'm not going to show you guys the actual script, so take notes if you would like some legitimate information. And you guys are all asking for a script, and you get mad when I don't tell you about it. I tell it inside my videos all the time, and this one, just take notes. And so if I was getting started, I would try to find someone's script online and whatnot. There's different Facebook groups that have it and whatnot. But anyways, this is what I would do. So, hi, this is Devin. I was calling about the house. And they say, whatever. Oh, okay. It sounds like I caught you in the middle of something. Would you like me to call you back later? Shut up and let them say whatever. And they'll be like, no. Okay, whatever. Whatever they say. If they say, yeah, you caught me in the middle of something, awesome, move on to the next one. And so, okay, can you tell me a little bit about the property? So let them tell you whatever. They may ask questions. What do you want to know? Whatever. Just make up some stuff. It doesn't matter. Just try to get them to talk about the property. And so, okay, awesome. It sounds like a great property. Why would you consider selling it? Act like you're really interested and curious why they're selling this awesome property. That sounds like a great deal. And so they're going to explain whatever, and they're going to give you some BS answer. And so it may not be BS if they're not actually motivated, but if they're motivated, they'll give you a BS answer at first. Just be like, okay, well, like that. And what I would do is just try to build up as much rapport as possible inside of here. And I would really just dive deep into why they're selling the property, and maybe they'll tell you, oh, I'm trying to move to Florida. Then that may be some BS answer. Maybe they are actually moving to Florida, but just be like, okay, like, oh, I love Florida. That's awesome. And I used to go down there all the time with my family. I've never actually been to Florida, but try to relate it to as much as you can in your life. Maybe I'd be personally like, oh, I've never been to Florida, like, before. I want to check out the East Coast. What's it like down there? Act genuinely interested, maybe, and then eventually they'll be like, okay, so here's what actually happened. My parents passed away, and we need to move down there because we're about to lose the house down there, and so we need to sell this property as quickly as possible. We want to go down there, and so maybe that's the reason. I don't know. There may be some actual reason why they need to sell the property, and so it's like, if A doesn't happen, then B, oh crap, like, we don't know what's going to happen. So basically, they need to sell the property at a discount for a reason, and so you need to figure out that why. So there are people out there, that's what we're looking for. And so that's the first qualifying part. And then, okay, maybe they tell you what's up. And so I'd be like, okay, so what do you think the property is worth? And so they'll tell you whatnot. And then I'd be like, okay, well, how did you arrive at that number? So maybe be like a realtor, Zillow, whatever. So that way you can kind of get a gist of what the property's worth. Okay, what type of repairs need to be done on the property? I'm speeding this up for you guys. Obviously, I would break it down even more, but like, this is literally word for word what's on the script. So understand that, and I'm just speeding it up. Anyways, I'd ask what type of repairs are needed on the property. They're probably gonna like fluff it up a little bit, make it seem like it's not as bad as it actually is, 9 times out of 10. And then so then the next question that I would ask is, how much do you owe on the property? I would just straight up ask them. I wouldn't fluff it up or anything like that. Most people like are scared to ask this question. Just ask them, how much do you owe on the property? And so they're going to tell you whatever number. If they want an explanation, just be like, I need to figure out if there's numbers that we can work with inside of this deal. Because if you're owing more than what I'm willing to purchase the property at, then this relationship won't work out and I can't work with you. And so I need to be able to pick up the property at a high quality price, and maybe you can short sell it or whatnot, but we're worried about wholesaling, and that's all that matters right now. So whatever about short selling. And so try to figure out what they owe on the property. So if they have a property that's worth $200,000 and they owe like $120,000, then that's something you can work with, whatever. But if they owe like maybe $190 and it's worth $200, then that may be a little bit something that we will have trouble with flipping and whatnot, wholesaling. So anyways, try to figure out what they owe on the property, and then this is the most important question inside of here. So if I were to pay all cash and close quickly, what would be the best price you would consider if I paid for all the closing costs and there'd be no realtor's commission to pay? Exactly like that. I want you to go back in the video, maybe watch that like 10 times, ingrained inside your head. And so I want you to shut up after that and listen to their numbers. So let's say the property's worth $200,000. They're like, okay, so I'd be willing to do 180. And so at that point, I would like, okay, $20,000, not too bad. They're willing to go down a little bit. Obviously, there's some motivations out there. So I would go like this. $180,000. Mr. Seller, is that the best you could do? And I would shut up. I would let them go whatever. And maybe they'll be like, okay, we can do like $170,000 or whatever. Boom, you just dropped them another $10,000. That shows some motivation right there. Go on that appointment right away. Anyways, I would ask them again. I'd just be like, okay, $170,000. Act like you're really thinking about it. $170,000. Okay, is that the best you can do, Mr. Seller? Just confirm it. Make sure, because they just changed their number, you want them to say, yes, that is. Maybe they'll even go even lower. If they're like, yes, $170,000 is a fair enough number, we could see, whatever. Okay, awesome. And obviously, if they're not willing to tell you the number, then I usually just keep asking them what they're willing to. I never make an offer until they won't tell me after like 5 to 7 times, and so I just keep asking them. And if they're not willing to work with you, then it's okay. There's other people that are willing to work with you and sell their property at a discount, so don't worry about the people that aren't willing to tell you what they want out of their property unless they genuinely don't know what they want. And then at that point I lowball them, so that way I can figure out what the motivation is. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I'm just trying to figure out what they're willing to get out of the property, so that way we can see if we can work well together or not. Just trying to be honest with the people. That's all that really matters. And so, all right, so we figured out what they're willing to get out of the property. Then I'd be like, okay, if I know that they're motivated right away off the phone, I would set up an appointment immediately, go out there and meet up with them. And if you're doing virtual, then what I would do is I would just negotiate with them over the phone and try to get it as low as possible. That's all that really matters, is getting the property as low as possible. It doesn't really matter what the hell is going on with the repairs. Maybe you see like it needs a new foundation, then I'd probably just be like, okay, well, we need to be a lot lower than this. This is from my experience. Foundations cost about like $40,000 to $60,000. That's probably the most expensive part of a house getting fixed. And so just be like, okay, well, this is what it's going to cost. I need to be lower. Whatever. Anyway, whatever. You just use your gut feeling, get it as low as possible. That's all that really matters. The repairs don't really matter. The ARV doesn't really matter. All that matters is they are motivated and they're willing to work with you. So get them on a contract as low as possible. And then what I want you to do is I want you to market that contract out everywhere, like on Craigslist, on Facebook groups. I want you to send it to your cash buyers list. You should have a solid cash buyers list by now. Text it out to everybody. Phone call all of your buyers. Say, hey, I got this deal. Come check it out. And just market the crap out of it and get as many people there as possible. And so from there, this is essentially all of the education and coaching that you need. Oh, the rest of the script, basically, like, I would just try to get their email and their phone, like email and the best way to contact them, just because you like to email offers rather than, I don't know, there's ways to mail it and whatnot, but I would email them an offer if they aren't willing to tell me their number or whatnot, and if they're not motivated. So that way they have like a physical number, something they can look at to be like, oh, I could sell my house for this price, and maybe they'll call you in 3 months. But anyways, and then I would just keep doing that over and over and over. And then after I called all the FSBOs, I would call the FRBOs on Craigslist. Those are the ones that are usually motivated sellers. I would figure out if they're a cash buyer, first of all. Well, I would figure out if they're willing to sell their property at a discount. And then if they aren't willing to sell their property at a discount, then I'd see if they're a cash buyer, or they're looking for more flips or more rental properties or whatever. And so I would just hammer the phones, use all the free resources I can, and just keep calling. My fingers would fall off. I'd call so many people. I don't want you to put yourself in the same position, especially whatever my why is. I'm going to have a solid why, and so I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep calling, and I'm going to call the crap out of everybody and keep on going. And so if that doesn't work out, then I just go get the tax delinquency list from the county. But chances are you're going to find a deal off of Craigslist. You're going to work with a lot of BS people. But if you just keep consistent with it and keep calling and call the local counties, not just your county, and call every phone number that you ever see show up on there. If you're doing virtual, just keep calling all in that surrounding city, and you will do a deal. This isn't a guarantee, but this is the best chance that I can give you. And just go out there and hammer the phone. So let's say, as far as the contract goes, it really doesn't matter. Just use a damn napkin for all I care, for all that really matters. And you send it to the title company. They'll say this doesn't work, but they'll give you an actual contract. That part doesn't matter, people, okay? The contracts don't matter. They don't matter. And so just find someone that's motivated, willing to work with you, and you guys will make it work together. That's the most important part of wholesaling, okay, everybody? I'm tired of preaching it, but at the same time, I love preaching it, because that's the most important part. I want you guys to all understand that. Please. And so, anyways, get the deal in a contract, market the crap out of it, and when the buyers say no to you, hold their feet to the fire and figure out what they don't like about it, what they don't like about the deal, and what you need to be at in order for this deal to work out, because that's where the education actually comes in hand. It's not from listening to some guru tell you about whatever. The real education in real estate is having these investors that have been doing deals for 20, 30, 40, 50 years tell you what's up with the property, what needs to be done, what repairs need to be done, and what they do and do not like about the property. That's where you're actually going to learn. That's how you're going to figure out what repairs are and whatnot. And I can't tell you. I can't tell you what the repairs are, because I don't know how it works inside of your market. Everything is different. Maybe like in Florida, you need to have like metal siding versus wood siding. Out here in Idaho, you need to make sure that basically like the roofs, if it hasn't been done in 10 years, just because how the weather is out here. There's so many different things like inside of real repairs. I can't tell you exactly what it's like inside of your market. You need to go figure out yourself. Go out there and take action. That's how people are becoming successful. It's not from just sitting around in their underwear playing Call of Duty all weekend. It's from actually going out there. Maybe you can be in your underwear on the phones, whatever. I don't care. Just go out there and take action. That's all that matters. And if I was getting started fresh and new and I had no idea what I was doing, I would just be a fool, go out there and fail and take action. It's okay to fail and look like an idiot in this business because you're going to make the most money if you fail the most. And so it's okay to fail. Go out there, take action. That's the most important part. So please understand that. And that really wraps up this 3-part series. There's nothing special to it, I'll be honest. All that really matters, it's you talk to any coach out there, any guru, there's no really magic formula. The magic formula is go out there, take massive action, and go and just do whatever it takes. Figure out what that why is, why you're doing this. Get a little bit of guidance as to what you need to do. These 3 videos was more than enough for you to go out there and do stuff and take action. That's how you're going to do a deal in a week. That's how you're going to do a deal in less than a month. That's how you're going to do a deal in general. And so, or it's going to take you a long ass time, time is of the essence. You don't need to waste your time. Just go out there, take action, go look like a fool. It's okay. Have your why set, why you're going to do all this stuff, and you're going to make money. Don't you worry. And then once you start making money, you'll realize that money isn't that important. So that's for another video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I want you to go out there and crush it. I want to see you all sending me pictures of the checks that you've made, and I want you to go out there and kill it. That's all that really matters in this business, is doing deals. And to do deals quickly, you have to have a solid why. You have to build up your cash buyers list, and you have to be a champion at finding motivated sellers. Quit making up excuses. Go out there and kill it. So if you guys enjoyed this series, join the fam, join the gang, but hit the nice looking subscribe button down below. Also hit the notification bell, as I do upload every day. So I put a lot of effort and time into making these videos, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and I enjoy it. So I hope you guys do as well. So I want you guys to check out all the videos that I post. So hit this little bell button. And also, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please drop a like and make sure that you've watched all 3 videos, and you all will be set. So I'm excited for you guys, and if you guys need any more additional help, I do offer mentoring. It's in the description of all my videos that I make. Check it out. If it doesn't work out for you, it's all good. Just go out there and take action. That's the best lesson that I can teach you guys. And if you guys want to make money, you got to take action. So figure out that it's not going to work out by figuring out that it literally does not work out. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Hope you all enjoyed this. Peace.